Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel K. You might know me from my Instagram at Mrs. Rachel Kraus, and I am here today doing a bunch of cleaning and disinfecting my bedroom. I have a little series going on my channel here that is like spring deep cleaning and that kind of stuff, but I'm really going around and disinfecting pretty much my entire house and really keeping up on it. That is why I'm also labeling this video as prepping for the coronavirus. I know that may seem a little different than what you're expecting for prepping. Maybe you're expecting food storage or emergency items, things like that. But I also think it's equally as important to keep your home and your space clean and disinfected so that when you're coming home, you're not breathing in a bunch of toxins and you can really relax in your space and not have to worry about a bunch of germs and bacteria all around you. We are going to get started on our prepping for the coronavirus. Coming into our bedroom, we have a huge mess in here. I haven't made my bed for the day because I knew I was filming. And then we have over here, this is where Logie Bear sleeps. We've got the dog bed, our blackout curtains, the chair needs to be fixed up, and this monstrosity. Holy cow. And then we have a bunch of pillows on the ground. And I have the clean, like outer layer, what are they called? Pillow covers. I have the clean pillow covers right there. We also need to be dusting the fan. Can you, oh my gosh, yeah, you can see that. Super dusty. Alrighty, we are starting with none other than the fan. And here I am covering my face because I know that this dust is gonna be flying everywhere. Although I am trying to do my best to not get it everywhere. I am starting with this method of taking an old pillowcase, bunching it up, and then fitting it over the fan arms or legs or whatever you call these things on the fan. I'm just pulling it off with all the dust on it. It gets off, I'd say like 90% of the dust. And then after that, I'm gonna go in with my vacuum cleaner with like the brush attachment on it. And this really got the rest of the dust off. And I went ahead and went around the lights as well, just to get that layer of dust off. It was crazy how dusty it was up there. We just hadn't used it for so long, and I could finally see the dust building up. It was honestly disgusting, but it feels so much better that it's clean now. And the reason I started with the fan is because it's at the top, and I always like to work my way from the top down when I'm cleaning. So that's exactly what I'm doing here. So then after this, I'm gonna take all the linens off my bed and all of that kind of stuff so that we're not sleeping on dusty sheets. And then I am going to show you exactly what the inside of that pillowcase looks like. And y'all, it's gross. After dusting that fan off, it just felt like the right time to go ahead and take my bed linens off as well. I didn't want that dust circulating around in the air too much, so I am taking off literally everything. I'm stripping the bed down all the way down to the mattress protector. Our mattress protector is a fully enclosed one, so it doesn't need to be removed. But now that I'm looking at it, I definitely need to get a new one. This was the one that we moved with the mattress protector on it. We just need to get rid of it. And Kenna girl, she is always my little buddy on this. She loves to come sit on any kind of pile I have. So I'm just removing my duvet cover, my pillowcases, my pillowcase protectors, my sheets, everything, and I'm gonna go throw that into the wash. And then I am going to start wiping down my headboard and my bed frame, all that kind of stuff. It does collect a layer of dust, so I'm just gonna go ahead and wipe that down with my Force of Nature cleaner and a paper towel that I can get rid of at the end. And the Force of Nature cleaner is amazing for disinfecting and getting rid of all those germs that could be contributing to any kind of bacteria in your home. Coming over to the nightstands, I am just getting everything off of Derek's nightstand that might be there that doesn't belong, like this towel and all that kind of stuff that you just saw me remove. And then I'm gonna go ahead and clean his mirror over here. I'm gonna make sure I have all the dust out of all the crevices, and I clean it down with a general microfiber cloth first with the Force of Nature cleaner, and then I go in with the window polishing cloth, and then I'm just gonna wipe down every single thing on his nightstand, including the inside of the lamp, the outside of the lamp, and the coaster that you see here, and his phone cord. And then I'm going to also dust off the top of this and get the handles of his nightstand as well. I felt that it was super important to disinfect all of the light switches and the door handles or doorknobs, whatever you want to call them. So I'm going ahead and doing that now. After disinfecting that door handle, I realized our vent definitely needed to be vacuumed out, so I got my brush attachment on my vacuum, and I'm just vacuuming the vent. Moving on to my nightstand and my side of the bed, I'm doing the exact same thing that I did on Derek's side of the bed, except the difference is that I have a lot more stuff over here, and that's because Logan sleeps on this side of the bed as well in his little pack and play. So I've got diapers and things on my nightstand, so it just takes me a little bit longer to figure out where everything goes and where I want it to be accessible during the night. After my nightstand was cleaned off, there was a load of laundry that was ready to be done, and this is a mix of Derek and I's clothes, so I am just going through and laying out everything that needs to be hung up on hangers, and then I'll grab the hangers afterwards, and then everything that can be folded, I'm just folding it right then and there.
Hey you, what are you doing? Are you playing in the laundry pile? You about ready to go down for a nap?
So this is why it can be tricky to clean the bedroom. This is why I put it off for so long. It's so hard for me to do. It's because I have to do it within his wake windows. So because he sleeps right over there. And when he's taking a nap, I obviously can't be in here cleaning or he wouldn't be taking a nap. So it just makes the process a lot longer, and that's why I keep putting it off. So he's about to go down for a nap and we're gonna take a little break in here. I'm picking back up where I left off, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put away the rest of this laundry. I've got a few more things to hang up on hangers and a few things to put away in my underwear drawer, and we will be ready to move on to the next. The laundry never ends, am I right? So here I'm just taking my bed linens that had just freshly come out of the dryer, and they were all warm and snuggly, which I love. And I am just putting everything back where it belongs, putting all the pillows into pillowcases, all that kind of stuff. You guys know the drill. You do this in your own homes, I'm sure. And the nice thing was that Derek had finally gotten home from work at this point in the day, so he was able to kind of entertain Logan while I was going ahead and putting all the bed linens back on. That's why you don't see him helping too much. He's definitely helping in other ways though, because it can be just as equally as hard to entertain Logan on my own when I really need help to do these things. Thus begins the struggle with the duvet and the duvet cover. Raise your hand if you struggle with this every single dang time. Me too. I can't see you raising your hands, but just know I am in solidarity with you. I almost had my duvet and my duvet cover put back right, and then Cole and Kennedy decided to take their wrestling match that they had been having on the floor up onto the bed because it was just so much fun. They love piles and they love whenever I'm messing with the blankets or anything like that, so I thought it was cute. They give a little fun to my day, so here I am just fixing up the rest of the duvet cover and finishing that up finally. Derek was giving Logan a bath for the night, so I decided during his bath I was just going to go ahead and put these pillows back into their pillow covers and get those all ready to go for the morning. This was obviously the nighttime, so I was definitely not going to make my bed tonight, but I will show you when it's made in the morning. And I'm just getting all these pillows back into the pillow covers. The pillow covers were washed a couple of days prior to this. These are definitely not an item that I think about needing to wash, but they are definitely something that need to be washed way more frequently than I do. And it feels so good to have fresh new pillows that are clean and gorgeous and ready to be put on my bed. And here's the finished product of all that hard work. I'm gonna take a break for today. It's gotta be like 6:45 in the evening, and Loki Bear needs to get ready for bed and get off to bed. I will have to pick this up tomorrow, but thankfully I got quite a bit done today, so I feel super productive. I'll see you tomorrow, which for you will be in about 3, 2, 1. So like I said, we are getting started with making our bed this morning. This was pretty early in the morning, and we always like to start by making our bed. We hadn't been doing it the past few days because I didn't have those pillows back into the pillow covers. I don't know, it's just messing up my whole groove. So I'm glad to be back and doing this. I am just setting up my duvet cover and then our quilt at the end. And we are going to get all of our pillows on here. But I realized that our other 2 pillows that I usually set up in front of the ones that we sleep on didn't have the right pillowcases on them, and I wanted to get those washed. I just didn't realize it yesterday. So I'm taking those off now and getting them into the washing machine. Something I don't often think about is needing to vacuum this rocking chair that we have in here. This originally was a part of a set with our couch downstairs. Honestly, we're not huge fans of it. They're lazy boy and they just haven't worked very well. The reclining chair is fine, but the couch is a whole nother story. Anyways, I don't ever think about needing to vacuum it down because we really don't use it that often, but I feel like that's even more reason to vacuum it down. You don't want it to get dust or dust mites or anything like that. But I do use it frequently for nursing Logan, especially right before he goes down for bed at night. Since I have the brush attachment attached to my vacuum and we are working our way from the top to the bottom in the room, I am going to go ahead and dust off or vacuum off this ottoman, and I'm getting in between each of the holes as well as just vacuuming it straight up, and I really got a lot more stuff off of here than I thought. So you just saw me vacuum off the end of my bed frame here. I realized that yesterday I never finished the end of my bed frame, so I'm glad that I caught that. And we're gonna go ahead and dust it down and disinfect it with the Force of Nature cleaner and a regular general purpose microfiber cloth. This might be a little hard to see, but there is a line of dust down there. You can see it where I just stopped vacuuming and then I started again. That line of dust was down there for who knows how long. You guys, I thought I was doing such a great job at cleaning my home, and I was just not deep cleaning it near enough. So I think this might become my regular go-to deep clean. This is obviously not just a basic surface clean. This is a total deep clean, and this took me a total of 2 days. So this won't be an everyday kind of thing, but I definitely need to incorporate this more often. I'm just putting the ottoman back here and making sure that's good to go, and moving right along to the dresser. This thing is a wreck. So I'm putting away these clothes into a trash bag that Derek figured out he wanted to donate. And then I found this cute little newborn onesie. I can't believe Logan was ever that small, and I needed to put that away. I threw in some pajamas and things that I didn't want that we are going to donate. And I am taking these clothes that needed to be put away into the little bins under our bed for Logan. Well, they're not actually for Logan. They're Logan's clothes that are going to the next baby. And then I'm going to go ahead and wipe down this entire dresser. I'm wiping it down with the Force of Nature cleaner and a general purpose microfiber cloth. And I'm making sure that I'm disinfecting everything. I got into all of the nooks and crannies of this dresser because this is one of the things that we touch and use the most. I also just wanted to point out very quickly, you may have seen me just stuff all of Logan's clothes back into his top drawer, and that is because I'm going to be doing a decluttering and organizing video in here very soon where I declutter all of our clothes, the dresser, the closet, all that kind of stuff. And honestly, you guys, I did not have the energy to deal with it today. Out of sight, out of mind, and I knew I'd be taking care of it shortly. This dusty old thing is what I took down from the top of our dresser. You guys, I feel like I forget that decor items get so dusty as as well. So let me know if I'm not alone in that, but I'm just wiping everything down. I had already previously wiped down the bottles that belong in there as well to make sure they were free of dust. And then I'm gonna go ahead and start vacuuming and putting in these gorgeous vacuum lines into my room, which is one of my favorite parts of cleaning. I'm needing to move the dog bed to get where I need to go next with the vacuum, but Kenna Girl always gets so scared of the vacuum, so I'm just helping her up onto the bed and then moving the dog bed, and I'm gonna get all up in here, and caught the curtains right in the vacuum. That has happened countless times. And right here is the moment I noticed something in our windowsill. I decided to go ahead and finish vacuuming since I already had the vacuum out and I wanted to be done with it. I was losing my patience a little bit just because it was kind of snowballing and becoming a much bigger project than I imagined. It felt good to clean it, but it's a lot of work doing this with a baby on your back, especially a baby who is getting grumpy. And yep, that's mold. I noticed a bunch of mold growing on our windowsill. You might wonder, how did I not know it was there? We don't ever open these curtains. We have like a sheet that's pinned up there, a black sheet. The shades always stay down, and then we have the black sheet, and then we have the blackout curtains, and we do that so that we can sleep and the morning light isn't waking us up and it's not waking Logan up, and it works really well, aside from the fact that I think it's trapping in the condensation into our windowsill and causing all this disgusting mold. That being said, we live in a very humid place, so mold is super common, especially if you're not keeping up on things. But this is something that I just didn't even know to look out for because in our windows downstairs, it doesn't have this. Well, we're using our windows downstairs every single day, so I will be sure to check this out more often now. Alrighty, you guys, I'm finishing up by putting up this blanket on my chair that was fresh and clean, and this is our clean room. It looks absolutely gorgeous, and I feel so good about it. It's completely disinfected from top to bottom, and this is incredible. If you guys like these kinds of videos, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe down below, and leave me a comment about what your favorite part of cleaning is, and we'll see you next time. Bye!